Hello and welcome along to Mondo Chalavet Movies. My name is John and today I went to the town and got some stuff from CEX and HMV. But before I get into that, I'd just like to give out a few shout outs. Okay, so earlier on this week I was invited onto the channel Playtendoguy for his live stream, and he has one every Tuesday night. I do urge you to get across to his channel every Tuesday to watch his live streams. I find them really enjoyable and I had a blast being on there. I will leave a link to that video down below. And also I'd like to give a shout out to him and his guests that were on that channel. So the first shout out is obviously to Pete from Playtendoguy. I find his channel to be really entertaining, and also he's a great guy. He's starting out in a sort of movie side to his channel. Before it was more like to do with gaming and stuff like that, but I think about the last 4 months he's been starting out to do movie reviews and stuff like that, and movie pickups, and I find his stuff very entertaining. And I do think that this Tuesday night live stream that he's got going on is an absolutely brilliant one, and it's very entertaining, I feel. So the first shout out is to Playtendoguy. Obviously all these channels I'm talking about will be linked down below, so please go across and check out their channel, and maybe just consider subscribing to the channel, because I do think that you'll have a blast with their stuff. I know I do. The second person I'd like to give a shout out to is James Millership. Now he runs a channel, Jim Jams Movies and TV, and he does a lot of pickups from charity shops, which is something that I used to go to all the time, but I don't really go to. But I did go to a charity shop today because I'd said to James in the live stream, I said, you know, I think I better go back to some charity shops in Newcastle, because I went to ones in Whitley Bay where I live and they were just really poor. But when I went into the one in Newcastle, I found that there was quite a lot of stuff in there that was like, there was a lot of Blu-rays in there. There wasn't anything I wanted, but I thought that shop I went into, I didn't go to all of them, but when I thought I'll go back to Newcastle and I will go to some of these charity shops. So yes, so Jim Jams Movies and TV, I'll leave a link down to that channel below. He's just starting out really on his journey on YouTube, but he's a very interesting channel, and also he's the one who does the quizzes. The quizzes are things that is like his thing, and I tell you what, if you think you know things about movies, wait till you get on one of James's quizzes and then you realise that you don't know as much as you think you do. I know I didn't. So anyway, so that's another shout out for James Millership. So next up is Andy from Forgotten World of Movies. Now his channel is just starting out actually, but I tell you what, I think he's going places. He's got a massive knowledge of movies, and he just, spoiler alert, he usually wins every single quiz he's involved with. And he's got a great collection, twice as much as what I've got, and I'll leave a link down below to his collection video that he's did. I'm busy watching that at the moment actually. It's excellent, the amount of stuff he's got. It shows you practically everything he's got in cupboards and all that type of thing, as well as his shelves, which are, you know, quite chocker full with some classic movies. So I'm really interested in getting into more of his stuff as well, since he's really just started out and come onto my radar. I think he's a guy that I can sort of converse with quite a bit, and I would like to be chatting to him a lot more, because he's got some good knowledge about these movies. So that's a really highly recommended channel. And last but not least, James from JT and the Movies. I was really glad to see that he was coming on this stream as well, because although we've talked a lot on comments and also over on Instagram, it was great to actually get to talk to him face to face. We have talked a lot about collaborating together, and I've been a big fan of his channel ever since he started, and it's great to see him progress. It's great to see all of these channels progressing. So please get across. I'll leave a link down to all these channels and some videos for you to check out. Please get across, because these guys have got some amazing collections as well, amazing knowledge to do with movies, and amazing channels that I urge everybody to check out. I think you're going to have a good time with them. I know I do, and they are some of my favourite channels that I watch. So first I went to CEX, but there was one movie in there that I've been looking for quite a while. It's not a great price, but it's quite a decent price. I know when I originally wanted to get this one, I thought I'll just leave it till I'll get it when I get round to it. It seemed to go out of print for a while, but it's kind of back in that, and it's not stupid money anymore. It used to be well over £20. But for £12, I got the Hammer Classic, The Phantom of the Opera. Now this is from Final Cut, is released in this one, and I haven't checked these ones out yet. I'm going to go and check them out as I normally do and tell you what I think of their picture quality. But it's one of those ones that it's funny with the Hammer stuff. You think, oh, I'll get that in the sale. Just a word of warning, I don't think Hammer ever go into sale anymore. You're just better off just picking them up. You're going to pay between £10 and £15, and that's just the way it goes. So next I went across to HMV and had a few things on my mind actually, but I was looking at the Arrow sale and there wasn't anything in there. There's a couple of things I was sort of tempted for. So this took a bit of finding actually, because I went to the Blu-ray shelves and I could not find it at all. And then just in my mind I thought, hang on a minute, it might be in another section, and it was. So the first thing I picked up is Neverending Story. Now, this has always been on my radar for quite a while. Now I know that James Millership, it's his favourite film, and he will be quite impressed with me picking this up. So anyway, with James talking about this movie quite a lot, I thought, I think it's about time I went and revisited this, because I remember watching it in the past and I do like the movie. It's not as if I don't like it at all. But I thought this is about the time, this is about now that I need to see this movie again, because it's been that long since I've seen it. So yes, James, I got Neverending Story. I will let you know what I think of it when I watch it. It was only $7.99, so it's not going to break the bank. Plus, it's also the 30th anniversary edition. I wonder if this will ever get released on 4K. So speaking of 4Ks, when I bought my stuff, you did get this one. I looked on the shelf to see what you get with your purchases. Sometimes you can get one at a cheaper price. And there was one there, and there was a couple there, and you always get the ones that don't seem to have slip covers on, and it just seem to be titles that you would never ever want at all. But this one really stuck out, and I thought, I think I'll have a bit of that. It is Blade. Now, I know that this one is got a really good, it says it looks really good on 4K, and it was one of the ones where I thought, well, I'll see it when I get it cheap. But it didn't seem to ever be cheap, and it's quite new actually, so I thought this won't be in the sale for quite a bit. It'll probably be in the two for £30, which I would have picked up. But to see it for $9.99, I thought, yeah, that's a no-brainer that. So I'm going to go and, like I say, I'm going to go and check these out, and I'll tell you what I think of these movies just when I come back after looking at them to see what I tell you the quality. So the last one I picked up, and I was really surprised to see this on the shelves, because these are the ones you see online. You think that'll never get in the shops. It'll be sold out way before then. And if I can pick it up, it is the Dimension Trilogy. Now this was, I saw this, and what I'm going to do is I'm not going to unbox this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at it and tell you what I think of the quality of the picture on these movies. And I'm going to leave you a link down to the channel, Jason Brett's channel, and he's done a video unboxing, a really good unboxing of this movie. Now, Jason is a big fan of kaiju, as I am, and we talk about kaiju all the time. And he does an amazing, you can tell how much he's into this movie, or this set. So he'll take you through everything to do with this set. And when I watched that video, I thought, wow, I've got to get myself that. I didn't expect to see it in HMV, but I'm really glad it was there. So if you want to know what's in this box set, check that video down below. And Jason does a lot of stuff to do with kaiju and that type of thing, Godzilla and whatnot. So if you're interested in that, do check out his channel actually, because it's very, very geared towards like sort of monsters and things like that. That's his passion, if you like it. And so yes, so what I'm going to do is, though, I'm going to break these open, I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you what I think of the actual picture quality on these. So as Jason says in his review, he has never seen any of these movies. I haven't seen any of these movies. I do know that this is probably going to be out of print pretty soon, I would imagine. It's got 3 movies in here, and like I say, I just don't know anything about it. But it seems to be right up my alley. So yes, so please check out Jason's review of this. I'm going to go and have a look at these, and I'll tell you what I think of them. So first up is The Phantom of the Opera. Now this was released on Final Cut, and I do feel that the Final Cut releases are a little bit not as good as the Studio Canal releases in the UK. And this one is unfortunately the same. It's quite heavy on the grain, but although the colours are really nice on it. The sharpness and the picture quality isn't that great, but it's okay, don't get us wrong, it's alright, but it's not the best one I've seen in the Hammer series, unfortunately. But it's one of those ones where I had to get in the collection. I don't know if it's been released in any other country in a different format, but yes, it's alright, but it's not the best I've seen. as I can say that with most of the Final Cut releases, unfortunately. Next up is the Neverending Story. Now this has to be a brand new restoration, because I tell you what, it looked really nice on the Blu-ray. And I've checked the extras out, and it doesn't have the music video for them all, unfortunately, but never mind, I can watch plenty of them on YouTube. And I think I'm going to have a really good time with this, because like I say, the picture quality was quite, it's one of them ones where you thought, picture quality might be a bit lackluster, but it's really nice actually. So I could imagine them getting a pretty good decent 4K out of this one if they ever decide to do that. Next is Blade. This one, as I've heard, it looks pretty good, and it does. It looks really nice, especially most of this movie is dark anyway because it's at night, and this one it kind of shines in the darkness. The skin tone of Wesley Snipes looks absolutely amazing when it's captured in certain lights in dark areas. So the picture quality in here on the light scenes, not that there's many, it looks pin sharp, and the color sort of in general are just really vibrant. It's everything what you would expect from a 4K done right. The sound quality in here is Dolby Atmos. The picture quality is actually Dolby Vision, so it's got everything going for it. It's got a high bit rate as well. I haven't seen this movie in the longest of times, but I do know that this is probably going to be one of the ones I watch quite soon. Next up is the Dimension Trilogy. Now, I've got no reference on this movie either, but I knew Arrow would probably make a good version of it, because they do really good versions. The camera set that they had was pin sharp as well. Now this movie, I've got no idea what this movie is from, but I must admit I can liken it to it looks really like the Lone Wolf and Cub series. The picture quality on it, I just flicked the first one on Dimension, and it is just unreal. It's so sharp, so colourful. It's got no specks, no flecks on it at all. It's a solid picture, and if I'm honest, I wasn't expecting anything else from Arrow, but you know, the artwork in here is just unreal as well. And yes, so I would imagine that the other two will look exactly the same. So you get a big booklet with it as well. Please check out that link from Jason Breath. So if you're interested in this one, as a sort of kaiju movie with a big giant stone sort of, I don't know if he's a good guy, like Jason said, I don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy, I've got no idea, but I'm really interested to watch these ones. These ones is right up my alley, and it's like I say, the Lone Wolf and Cub was a very good picture quality on the Criterion version, and this one looks absolutely stunning as well, so highly recommended on the picture quality. So thanks once again for watching. Please check out those links that I've left down below. You take care, and I will see you on the next video. Cheers.